If you want to implement a method of interface, definitely we should use public. If you want to implement a method of interface, definitely we should use public. Now, let me have two interfaces. Another, let's consider like we have interface another which has a method calculate area, just calculate perimeter. Okay, now multiple inheritance is allowed in Java between class and interface as well as between an interface and interface. Okay, multiple inheritance is allowed in Java between a class and an interface as well as between an interface and interface. This is possible, this is valid. This is valid. Just because multiple inheritance is possible in Java between a class and interface as well as between an interface and between an interface, another interface. We can have multiple inheritance between a class and interface as well as between an interface and interface, but we cannot have multiple inheritance between a class and a class. It's not possible. But between an interface and interface as well as between a class and interface, we can have multiple inheritance. Means a class can implement multiple interfaces. An interface can extend multiple interfaces. A class can implement multiple interfaces. An interface can extend multiple interfaces, but a class cannot extend multiple classes. A class cannot extend multiple classes. Now, how many abstract methods are inherited into my rectangle? How many abstract methods are inherited into my rectangle? How many abstract methods are inherited into my rectangle? How many? Two. What are those methods? Calculate area from my shape and calculate perimeter from my rectangle. Okay? So, the my rectangle should satisfy the abstract methods for my shape as well as it should satisfy the abstract methods for another. Now, is it correctly implementing the abstract method from my shape? Is it correctly implementing the abstract method inherited from my shape? Yes or no? Yes. Is it implementing the calculate parameter from another? No. So, it will not be compiled. See, it's telling like my rectangle is not abstract and it is not override the abstract method calculate parameter from another interface. Okay, so the class which is implementing with interface with multiple interface should implement all the abstract methods from all the interfaces. If a class is implementing multiple interfaces, then a class should implement all the abstract methods from all the interfaces. That's for sure.
When we write interface extends class.
No, it's not possible. Interface cannot be a specialized entity for a class. Okay? A class can implement interface, but interface cannot implement a class. A class can implement the interface, but an interface cannot implement a class. So, if I implement now, let me try to create an object. Now, what's the output? What is the value returned from calculate area and what is the value returned from calculate perimeter? 10? Right. So what is the output? What is the output? What is the output? Will it be error? Why it is error? At the time of compilation, the compiler will check what is the data type of reference variable. What is the reference variable you are using? S. What is the data type? MyShape. Inside MyShape, do we have a calculate area with norms? Yes. Inside MyShape, do we have calculate area? Calculate perimeter with norms? No. So it is a compile time error just because calculate perimeter is not there in MyShape. Okay? Just because for the reason calculate perimeter is not there in MyShape, it will be a compile time error. So at the time of compilation, the compiler will check what is the data type of the reference variable. At the time of execution, then it will check what is to which class we are getting the object. But since we are at the time of compilation, calculate area is there, but calculate perimeter is not there in MyShape. So it will give a compile time error. So saying like I cannot able to find a symbol calculate perimeter inside the MyShape. Between two interfaces, it should be exchanged. Now, how many abstract methods are there in the another interface? How many abstract methods are there in another interface? 2. One is there in the calculate perimeter, which is local to another, and One is calculate array which is inherited from myself. So both another and myself